Hello. Hello, good people. How you diddly doodling? We're back here again at the court of the Edijester. And onwards we go. This is great, okay? It's not great. No, I mean, it is great, but it's not great that it exists. But it's an absolutely superb resource that was released by Do No Harm on Twitter there, at Do No Harm. So please do go and visit them and follow them. Oh, I got Kermit in my throat. Breaking. This was the news, as you can see there. It says breaking. This was from October the 8th, which was yesterday at 7:29 p.m. We've just released our Stop the Harm database. The child trans industry is a lucrative one. So this is examining the financial and the actual implications of who is involved in harming children. It says here between 2019 and 2023, hospitals submitted more than 100 million in claims for these experimental treatments on children. During this time, 13,994 children were given irreversible and damaging gender treatment at US-based medical facilities. 13,994. 5,747 children underwent a sex change surgical procedure. Oh my God. 8,579 children received cross-sex hormones or puberty blockers, and over 60,000 prescriptions for these drugs were written for children. Bottom line, over 90% of children with gender dysphoria, which you know as well as I do, I don't think exists, will grow out of that belief during their adolescent and young adult years. Whatever it is, it's not gender dysphoria. It's something else. So 90% of them will grow out of it. Almost 14,000 children throughout the United States were not given that option. It's time to stop the harm. So they'd already done the damage before the child had been given a chance to grow up and grow out of it. It's absolutely extraordinary. And thank goodness for the sterling work of Stop the Harm here. So we have what's called the Stop the Harm database. Now I'm going to put a link to this down in the doobers. I would urge you, please do share this link far and wide across your social media if necessary. You can email your friends, but it is absolutely vital that this gets out there. So it's called the Stop the Harm database. Does my hospital transition kids? And you're able then to look and see whether your hospital does. So let's take a quick visit to the old website itself. And here you can see what we have. Does my hospital transition kids? Hospitals across the country are putting your children at risk. And the Stop the Harm database. And here you've got each state of the United States. And then you have the dirty dozen hospitals, other states that follow gender affirming care. You're able to then select a state. And once you've selected a state, it will take you to that particular state. And there you can see, and it's got the number of patients, total surgery patients, etc., total prescriptions written, and total submitted charges, as you can see there. And if you wish to, you can click for a deeper dive into the information, in this case, about Arizona. So I hope that makes sense, he says, makes sense. You then have an article here called Like You, We Are Concerned Citizens. And again, you can click Learn More on that to understand more about what they're doing and why they're doing it. And then you have the Dirty Dozen here, which is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia is number 1. So if we click on that, that will again take us to the page about the specific hospital. And you can see there, sex change patients 122, total surgery 5, and so on. So this gives us a clear picture of what's happening. Just go back to the top here, of what's happening in this particular situation. So you've got Stop the Harm database there, which is very good. Now, I would also like to draw your attention to the work of Alex Aharon, who lives in Israel, who was one of the people that helped me set up the Warrior Teacher Program. Oh, by the way, become Warrior Teacher, buy me a coffee, the usual stuff if you can help out. Who maps gender clinics. Have a look at this. So here we have that. Right? There you can see it's got all over the world. All over the world. So we can actually zoom in, if you wish to the United Kingdom, for example. There you see Manchester, Birmingham. Yep. Click on the one for Manchester. North Manchester General Hospital, Crumpsall. It tells you what's going on and the details appear on the left-hand side. So we've now got 2 excellent resources. that can enable us to understand what's going on. One that is based in America, and Gender Mapper, which is this one, which is based looking at the global situation and put together by Alexa Harron, as I said. You can then look up the different categories of clinics on the left-hand side, and this allows us to get a better idea of what's actually happening in terms of medical harm. It's quite extraordinary that that's where we're at, and I know that you'll be shocked as I am by it all, but it's now becoming fairly obvious that the cult is a danger to children on a grand scale, and this is happening to thousands upon thousands of them, and it must, under all circumstances, be stopped. So it's time that those that are silent, who are not doing their little bit, be it stickering or be it taking on a council, or maybe, we've got to get those people who are silent involved, even though they may be frightened. Don't, as I've always said, do anything that will put you in trouble. But yeah, we need to get people involved. I'm not quite sure how to do that, apart from one person at a time, which is what we do on the Winning Mindset program. Other than that, please do go and explore Stop the Harm database and the map from Gender Mapping Project. Fascinating information to be garnered, and two great resources that are really going to help us move this project forward. My thanks to both Stop the Harm and the Gender Mapping Project for giving us these important resources. That's it. You go and have a look. Let me know what you think, as usual, in the comments, please. I think these are important. I shall see you later. Bye-bye.